The first rays of sunshine drizzle the ocean deep. Another fun day begins in Bubbletown. So our story begins. It's time for Easter, and Muggles, the silly striped fish, along with his best buddy in the whole wide world, Joy the angelfish, have just been dismissed from school by everyone's favorite teacher, Professor Shark. There's just one problem. Can the Easter Bunny breathe underwater? And if not, can Easter still happen under the sea?
Are you excited as I am for Easter to hurry up and get here, Joy?
Well, yeah, especially since it's gonna be Bubbletown's first Easter. But...
Uh-oh. What could possibly be going through your gills regarding Easter that's not sheer happiness?
I'm worried. And also kind of confused.
Confused about what, amigo?
Bunnies are land animals. They don't live under the sea like we do.
That's right. So?
So, how in the blue water is the Easter Bunny supposed to bring us all Easter if he can't breathe underwater?
Hey, I never thought of that.
Right! Welcome to Camp Worrywart.
How about we try and look at this realistically?
Dude, we are talking fish who live in the sea. How realistic do you want to get?
Hush, you know what I mean, silly gilly.
Okay, I'll bite. I'm listening.
Okay, so we have had Christmas under the sea before, right?
Of course, I love Christmas.
Well, technically speaking, Santa is a land animal and not a fish. He had no problem getting along down here.
Yeah, but he's a magical being.
Isn't the Easter Bunny a magical being too?
I'm not so sure. I mean, I think that he is.
Thinking isn't good enough. We need to know.
How do we do that?
By doing what we always do.
By telling weird jokes that kids find funny but only adults really get?
Well, there's that too, but I'm talking about going to visit our friends and neighbors here in Bubbletown.
And then asking what they know about Easter and the Easter Bunny?
You read my mind.
Actually, I just read the script, but I know what you mean.
Sweet sunfish, let's do this!
Wowzers! This should be fun and informative. What do the residents of Bubbletown know about Easter? Oh my! What if they don't know anything at all? Hopefully Snaps the swordfish and Bubbletown's resident inventor Pickles the tuna will be able to shed some light on all the bunny hopping fun to come.
Hey, you two! Hi, Muggles. Hey, Joy. Hola, Pickles. What's poppin', Snaps?
How do you two?
I'm trying to convince Pickles to play Pin the Tail on the Seahorse with me.
If I told you once, I've told you 100 times. Playing Pin the Tail on the Seahorse with you is unfair. I'm guessing your tushy still hurts, Pickles? Dude, Snaps never wants to be the seahorse. Every time I turn around, he's jabbing me with his pointy nose.
Ouch!
You poor baby. My tushy just finished healing from the last time we played.
Oh, Pickles, if you had a sword for a nose, you'd be jabbing at stuff with it too.
If by stuff you mean someone's tushy, then maybe. Hey, Joy, what's up? You look a little worried.
I am worried.
About what? Joy is worried that we won't be able to celebrate Easter properly because we live underwater and the Easter Bunny lives on land.
We can totally celebrate Easter without a visit from the Easter Bunny, but it wouldn't be the same. I want Easter egg hunts, chocolate bunnies, festival baskets,
and yellow marshmallow chicks. Oh, nobody wants them. That's a fair point.
Does anyone really eat them? They're like gross.
I happen to love them.
Wait, what?
Yep, I think they're delicious.
Pickles, when was the last time Snaps has seen a doctor? He must be sick.
Am not.
I have to ask, what in the world do you like about yellow marshmallow baby chicks?
Here's what I do. First, I take a graham cracker and slide it on my nose. Then a piece of chocolate. Then a yellow marshmallow chick. And finally, another graham cracker. Once I have all those bits stuck to my hunger, I hold it over an open fire and...
Whoa, dude, you make s'mores on your face.
well, it's more like just on my nose, but yeah.
That could be the oddest yet yummiest thing that I've ever heard.
Doesn't your schnoz get hot?
Sometimes. You just gotta know when to pull it out of the fire so nothing burns.
I'm so confused. What were we talking about again?
Playing pin the tail on the seahorse?
You, sir, are relentless. We were talking about Easter.
Speaking of which, so do you two think that the Easter Bunny will be able to exist underwater?
Is he magical like Santa?
I'm not sure if he's magical. Maybe he will need a scuba suit and helmet.
That's kind of amazing.
Sure, the helmet could have tiny slots on top of that so he could stick his bunny ears through.
If he doesn't have one, I could totally invent one for him.
Well, that solves everything.
Yeah, all we have to do is find a way to contact a bunny in his garden located who knows where and ask. Easy peasy.
Holy fried fish sticks! Why didn't I think of that?
Does anyone have his address or phone number?
I guess that's a no.
Phooey, we're back to square one.
No worries, Joy. The sea is pretty wide. I'm sure someone out there must have the Easter Bunny's contact info.
And what if they don't?
In that case, we'll just have to keep right on searching for him. Say, let's ask Mayor Patty.
That's a great idea. I bet you old Batty has all the answers.
I'm sure that he does. Hopefully he'll remember them.
Muggles and Joy swim way out into the open ocean where they find the ever-forgetful Mayor Patty swimming in circles.
Joy, how come whenever we're looking for Mayor Patty, we end up swimming all the way out here?
He's a whale, dude. That means he's a super big fish. He'll have more room out here in the open ocean.
Boo! Yikes! Mayor Patty, why did you scare us?
My heart's racing like a speeding marlin.
Are marlins fast?
Marlins are the fastest fish in the sea, capable of swimming at around 80 miles per hour.
Leaping leopardfish! That is fast!
I scared you because it's almost Halloween.
No, it's not.
It's not?
Nope.
Isn't there a holiday coming up? I thought that there was.
Yes, Mayor Patty, but it's not Halloween. It's Easter!
Easter? Oh, that's right. I saw someone dressed as a bunny and thought it was a Halloween costume.
Wait a tick. Are you saying that you saw a rabbit?
Or a bunny. Did you see a bunny? My stars. Did you see the Easter Bunny?
Well, yeah, but not in person. It was on a website I was surfing. There were lots of people dressed as playful bunnies.
I have so many questions.
Tell me, Mayor Patty, are you excited for Bubbletown's first Easter?
I'm bubbling with joy.
Have you spoken to the Easter Bunny?
I think I did.
What do you mean you think you did? How could anyone ever forget talking to the Easter Bunny?
Well, I mean, I probably did. You know how forgetful I can be.
This isn't doing anything in terms of easing my mind.
We were just wondering if the Easter Bunny will be visiting us this Easter, or whether or not we'd be celebrating it without him.
Dude, Celebrating Easter without the Easter Bunny would be so lame!
Why wouldn't the Easter Bunny celebrate Easter with us in Bubbletown?
Because he's a bunny and needs air to be able to breathe?
That does sort of make sense. At least a little sense. A smidge, maybe.
I didn't think of that. Maybe I should call him?
Whoa! Do you have the Easter Bunny's phone number?
I don't recall.
Then how would you call him?
Well, someone down here has to know him. This is Bubbletown's first Easter after all.
Who would have set it up?
Why, me, of course. I handle all of the important stuff here in Bubbletown. So, yeah, I totally must have his phone number, or at least his email. Hey, maybe that website I was on was the official Easter site.
That's great!
Why do you two need to get in touch with the Easter Bunny anyway?
We want to make sure that he'll be able to breathe down here with us. If not, Bubbletown's greatest inventor, Pickles the Tuna, offered to make him a scuba suit, complete with a helmet with slots for his bunny ears.
Why would the Easter Bunny need a suit?
A scuba suit to make sure that he could celebrate Easter with us.
The Easter Bunny is celebrating Easter with us. Oh my! What should I wear? This calls for a celebration.
I'm starting to feel like we're on our own with this one, Muggs.
Nah, someone will be able to help. Let's keep swimming and looking. Where to next?
Huh. I know. How about Sea Urchin Cove?
Neato! I'll race you. Ready, set,
Hey, get back here! You never said go!
go!
He so always does this. Once again, Muggles tried fooling Joy into a race to Sea Urchin Cove, but got stopped for speeding by the strong jaw of the Undersea Law, Inspector McToothy.
And once again, I hear someone speeding along, and who is it?
Oops, yep, it's me.
Arrest that fish!
I wouldn't go that far. I am, however, thinking about nailing you with a speeding ticket.
I'm sorry, sir. I won't do it again.
Yes, he will.
No, I won't.
I'll tell you this, me matey. If I catch you speeding just one more time, it's off to the aquarium for you.
The aquarium? No, not that. I'll never speed again.
Yes, you will.
Hush.
Tell me, what has got you kids fast finning around the ocean blue?
We are looking for clues.
I'm an inspector, Joy. What type of clues do you need, and what are they for?
Easter is coming up fast, and we want to make sure that the Easter Bunny will be able to breathe underwater with the rest of us.
Interesting, but that doesn't answer what type of clues you're looking for, matey.
Oh, I guess that it doesn't.
Yeah.
Pickles said that if the Easter Bunny needs a scuba suit to breathe underwater, he'd make him one. A really cute one with slots for his bunny ears.
So we're trying to find out if anyone knows him or has talked to him.
Have you asked Mayor Patty? She's the one who arranges all the big things in Bubbletown.
We did, but she doesn't remember.
I'm shocked, said absolutely no one.
Yeah, Patty's memory has always been more coral and less sponge.
That's like an amazing saying.
And it fits Mayor Patty pretty good, too. Haha. Any ideas who else we could ask, Inspector?
If only my deputy, Henry the Crab, were here. Well, that little fella is small enough to fit anywhere, so he hears everything.
Yeah, that would be perfect.
Hey, doesn't Henry hang around with Bree the starfish? Maybe we can ask her.
He sure does. I just saw Bree, too.
Where?
Over by the sunken ship.
Awesome. Thanks, Inspector. Let's go, Muggles.
And watch your speed limit.
Yes, sir.
Like getting the lowdown or finding the truth.
Why not just say that?
I was trying to sound all jazzy.
What does this have to do with jazz?
Here we go again.
Or do you mean the Jazzy?
Never mind. Have you seen Henry?
I saw him earlier. He's being extra crabby today.
OMG, when is he not extra crabby?
Right?
Do you know where Henry is now?
He said he was going into town to meet Delphi.
Let's get swimming! Joy and Muggles make their way back to Bubbletown to see if they can find Henry.
Yeah, we've been swimming our little fins off all day.
Dude, making sure Easter is as much fun as possible is serious business.
So I'm confused. So, just to be clear, we're trying to find out if the Easter Bunny can breathe underwater while trying to find Henry so we can find someone with the Easter Bunny's contact info so we can find the Easter Bunny.
Something like that, yeah.
After all this, do you think that Easter will be worth it?
I think it's gonna be my favorite holiday ever.
For reals? You totally think that way?
Now more than ever. After all the hard work we've put in trying to make sure it happens, it had better be. Besides, it has chocolate bunnies. Who doesn't like chocolate bunnies?
Totally! Okay, back to work. Where is our next stop?
We are going to Delphi, the smart little Tang's house, to see if she knows where crabby old Henry is.
Okay, you're the boss.
I'm starting to like this.
Do we even know where Delphi lives? I mean, I only ever see her in school. I've never been to her house and stuff.
No sweat, I do.
You do? Oh, great! Say, you just made me think of something.
What?
Do fish sweat? I mean, we're underwater. How would we even know if we sweat?
Muggles?
Yes?
Hush!
Lead the way.
Hey, Delphi!
What's shaking, Dee?
Just counting the minutes until Easter.
You're looking forward to Easter too?
Big time. Aren't you two?
I'm always ready for a holiday.
We're actually on official Bubbletown Easter business.
We're official now? Oh, how exciting!
Oh yeah? Can I help?
You want to help? Oh, awesome sauce!
We love your help.
You just name it and I'll put my brain to work for ya.
We may just solve this conundrum yet.
Whoa, that's a big word for you, Muggles.
I went to school that day.
What can I do for you?
We're trying to find Henry to see if he knows how to get in touch with the Easter Bunny.
Why would Henry know how to get in touch with the Easter Bunny?
Because he's nosy and hears everything?
Correctamundo! Haha!
See? I'm smart too. If I had a tongue, I'd stick it out at you.
Henry was just here now, a little while ago.
I guess we missed him again.
Do you know where he went, Delphi?
He said he was heading home to his Grandma Harriet.
Dude, if we hurry, we can probably catch him.
Even if you don't know, Grandma Harriet knows everything about Bubbletown. If anyone can tell you what you need to know, it's her.
Whoa, you're right, Delphi!
Delphi is always right.
Yep, Delphi is a smarty pants. Ha
Fish don't wear pants.
But do we sweat? That's what I want to know.
If anyone can help get to the bottom of things, what an incredible adventure! Joy and Muggles found out who was responsible for bringing Easter to Bubbletown. But will they get the answer to the burning question of can the Easter Bunny breathe underwater? Blitzy the smart clownfish and Rosie the seahorse may just have that answer.
I am so excited for Easter!
It's gonna be excellent! See what I did there? Like excellent, but like Easter themed?
You said butt like.
Not that kind of butt, silly.
I know, I'm just kidding with you.
I sure am glad that we chose to make our Christmas wish a meet and greet with the Easter Bunny.
That was a pretty nifty idea.
Totally. Now Bubbletown has 2 more holidays to celebrate. Christmas and Easter.
We need more. We should have more.
We have plenty of our holidays down here under the sea. There's the Finns of July, Martin Luther King Day, New Year's Eve.
True, but they're not as fun as the holidays them landlubbers have.
I've always wondered, what is a lubber anyway?
Is everyone who lives on land clumsy?
They're clumsier than us sea creatures.
They are?
Dude, totally. Have you ever seen a fish slip and fall?
To be fair, being slippery is kind of our thing.
I can't argue with that.
Back to Easter. I have a question.
What's that?
Do Easter eggs float? If they do the Easter egg hunt, it's gonna be a lot less challenging. All we'll have to do to find them is look up.
That's true. I never thought of that.
What? I know you. That wasn't a good sounding That was an
I was just thinking
About?
if there was anything else I hadn't thought of.
I'm pretty sure everything's good. I mean, the Easter Bunny would have told you if there were any problems, wouldn't he?
I suppose you're right. Sorry, sometimes my brain just gets stuck swimming around my own fishbowl.
I'm always right. The sooner everyone realizes, the better.
Haha, whatever you say, Smarty Fins.
Bitsy and Rosie are eagerly anticipating Bubbletown's first Easter, but it's not long before they run into everyone's favorite inventor, Pickles the Tuna.
Pickles, my favorite tuna buddy.
Hey, Pickles!
Hey, you two. Happy almost Easter. Speaking of which, did you guys run into Muggles and Joy? Nope, haven't seen them in a while.
Is something wrong?
Nope. Well, to be honest, I don't know. I was just talking with Grandma Harriet over at the Sunken Ship, and she told me that she told Muggles and Joy that you two are the ones responsible for bringing Easter to Bubbletown.
That is correct. Are they mad about that or something? Do they not like Easter?
Mad? No, just the opposite. They wanted to help make sure everything goes off without any problems. What kind of problems?
Uh-oh. Is there something that I haven't thought of?
Oh, Rosie, I'm sure it's fine. You're always worried about something. Actually, they wanted to know if the Easter Bunny could breathe underwater. It would be kind of hard for him to bring Easter here if he couldn't. Uh-oh, it's another one of those those It's an uh-oh, Rosie's worrying again, Oh, silly. There's no need to worry. Even if the Easter Bunny can't breathe underwater, I can build him a special scuba suit with little compartments in the helmet so his bunny ears don't get squished. See? Potential crisis averted. Yeah, you never have to worry as long as the sea's greatest inventor is in town.
We're lucky to have you, Pickles. But between the breathing underwater thingy and the egg floaty thingy, I'm starting to become a worried little thingy.
Egg floaty thing? Long story, Pickles. If we need your help with that sliver of silly, we'll let you know. Rosie, can't we just call the Easter Bunny to find out if he can breathe underwater?
We totally can.
Whoa! You know the Easter Bunny's phone number? That makes you the coolest fish that has ever swam in these waters. Can I have your autograph?
Haha! I'll call the Easter Bunny and ask.
Cool! Then we can head on over to Muggles to put he and Joy's minds at ease.
Rosie swims home to call the Easter Bunny, gets the answers that they need, and then she and Bitsy head on over to Muggles' house.
Hey gang, Joy and I were just looking for you. Hey, oh, Muggles!
Hey, Muggles, we heard. Is Joy here?
She just left. The reason we were looking for is because you wanted to make sure that the Easter Bunny could breathe underwater so that Bubbletown could have a proper Easter celebration. Are you psychic?
No, we just ran into Pickles, and he let us know what was up.
Ah, that makes sense. More sense than being psychic. I'll have you know, Muggles, that I do, in fact, have the power to predict the future. Here, watch this. Ahem. In less than 30 seconds, Rosie is going to tell you everything that you want to know.
Yeah, so I called the Easter Bunny, and it turns out he doesn't need a scuba suit. Just like Santa, the Easter Bunny is a magical being who can exist anywhere.
Nailed it! That makes a lot of sense. I should have figured. Still, better to be safe than sorry, you know? Absolutely. Rosie was worried about whether or not Easter eggs float, because if they did, they'd be super easy to find during the Easter egg hunts. That's a good question. I've seen eggs float and sink. I wonder what the difference is. The Easter Bunny just explained the answer to Rosie. Do you really want to know? Of course I do. I love learning new things.
Okay, so you may have noticed that some eggs float in fresh water while others don't.
Yippers! That's why I'm asking. Does it have anything to do with egg quality? Like if the egg floats, is it still safe to eat?
Some folks believe that if an egg floats in water, that means the eggs have gone bad and should be thrown out.
But that's not really the case.
Correct, Bits. A floating egg does not necessarily mean that it's a bad egg.
But then why do some eggs float?
Eggs have an air cell that becomes bigger as the egg gets older. This cell acts as a buoyancy aid.
You mean like when a human wears an inflatable floaty so they can just chill in the water?
Kind of, sort of. An egg can float in water when its air cell has grown big enough to keep it buoyant. All this means is that the egg is older, but it may be perfectly safe to eat.
Wow, and the Easter Bunny taught you all that? Dude, eggs are his thing! I suppose so.
So, knowing that, and knowing that the Easter Bunny is magical, Bubbletown's first Easter should kick booty.
Awesome! I'll let Joy know. She's gonna be super relieved. I bet. Now then, can we all go back to anticipating Easter with joy instead of worrying about what could go wrong? I'm with you there, buddy.
Alrighty! We have some planning to do. Bree, the starfish, is supposed to help me create the world's biggest underwater Easter basket to mark the special occasion.
Whoa, really? What's it gonna be woven with? Why, seaweed, of course! That is like the coolest thing I've ever heard. Besides, of course, you having the fish flippin' Easter Bunny's home phone number.
What can I say? It pays to be cute.
Indeed it does. Say hi to Bree for me. We will. And let Joy know there's nothing to worry about, okay?
See you later, Muggles. Let's get cooking, Bits. It's Easter basket making time.
I'm with you.
You had better be. You are my bestie after all.
Our duo fin it on over to the sunken ship to speak with Bubbletown's handiest resident, Bree the starfish.
Hey, Bree, are you ready to get busy Easter basket weaving?
Yeah, where's all the seaweed?
I don't know. I think we have ourselves a kerfuffle. I've been storing it in the hull of the sunken ship, but when I went to grab it today, I found that it's all missing.
Missing? Missing? What kind of shellfish person would steal a stack of old seaweed?
Well, we don't know if it's been stolen yet. I mean, it could very well just be misplaced.
Time for me to use my psychic ability again. Cue one of Rosie's worrisome hums in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nailed it! Again!
I can't imagine where it could be.
Is it too late to just gather up more seaweed?
We've been stockpiling that seaweed for months. I mean, we can grab some more now for sure, but we certainly won't have enough to be building the world's biggest underwater seaweed Easter basket.
Okay, we need to go into detective mode. I mean, straight up Sure Shark Holmes style.
Dudes, are you saying that we have a mystery on our hands? I always wanted to be part of the mystery-solving gang.
This is like the most exciting news I've heard all day. Where do we start?
When was the last time that you saw the seaweed stockpile?
Yeah, and where were were you on the night of April 16th, 2022?
I wasn't anywhere.
Aha!
Aha, nothing. April 16th, 2022 hasn't even happened yet.
I could see where you might consider that to be a problem. Or that might be what they want us to think.
Who is they anyway?
I don't know. People are always blaming nefarious deeds on they. I was going with the flow.
You, Bitsy, are a weirdo, and I love you.
Aw, shucks.
Anyway, the last time that I saw the seaweed stockpile was this morning, about 7 o'clock a.m.
Well, it's 3 o'clock p.m. now, so that means somewhere between 7 o'clock a.m. and now, the seaweed stockpile went missing.
Great work, Rosie. Now we have a time frame to work with. Let's start looking for clues.
Bitsy and Rose swim around to the other side of the sunken ship on a hunt for clues when they run into Bubbletown's wisest resident, Grandma Harriet, and her junior detective grandson, Henry. Hello, children.
Hey, Grandma Harriet. Henry, we are so glad to see you.
Hey, gang, what's up?
We have a mystery on our hands.
A mystery, you say? Well, it's a good thing that I'm here. Mysteries are my specialty.
Or maybe you're just saying that and you're the one responsible for stealing the seaweed stockpile from the other side of the sunken ship. Tell me, where were you on the night of April 15th, 20...
And that brought you here to my side of the sunken ship.
Exactly. I don't know how helpful you searching around here will be. I mean, I don't even see any footprints.
That's because fish don't have feet, Bitsy.
Oh, yeah. Never mind then.
So that leads us all to right now. What do you think, Henry? You are the detective after all.
I'm not really sure just yet. This is gonna take a fair amount of fishing for clues.
Fishing for clues? Come on now. That was way worse fun than my kelp one. How come Henry don't get hushed?
Because your puns are punishable. Hey, maybe I have a future in stand-up comedy. Now, children, enough seahorsing around. This is a serious matter.
You're right, Grandma.
Henry, do you think that this is a job for you and Inspector McToothy?
Please say yes, Henry. If we don't find the seaweed stockpile by tonight, we won't have time to weave the Easter basket.
We cannot let that happen.
Agreed. I mean, if I have to, I'll even stop being annoying for the rest of the day.
You're not annoying, Bitsy. In fact, I'd say you're nothing short of adorable.
Oh, Grandma, you've always been able to see the real me. So, what do you think, Henry?
Was that one of my worrisome hmms?
It was close.
Haha.
Here's the only problem. Inspector McToothy and I handle purely Bubble Town kerfuffles. In order for us to investigate, the crime has to be committed under the sea.
I'd say this qualifies. I mean, yeah, we're underwater, aren't we?
Shh! Let him finish, Bitsy.
Of course we're underwater. However, this is a very Easter-specific crime, and Easter, until now, has been a land-based holiday. I'm not sure if this falls under our jurisdiction.
What's a Jerry Houston?
Jurisdiction. It's a big fancy word meaning we're not sure if it falls under our authority.
How do you find out?
I'll have to run it by Inspector McToothy. If he gives the okay, you had better believe we will be on the case ASAP.
Yay! Oh, thanks, Henry. Being that this is Bubbletown's very first Easter, I want to make sure everything is absolutely perfect.
No worries. Now, tell me a couple of things so I have a little bit to go on if McToothy says it's okay.
Sure, like what?
When was the last time that the seaweed stockpile was seen?
Bree said she saw it at 7 o'clock a.m.
That would be early this morning.
Thanks, Bitsy. I was wondering when 7 a.m. was. Oh, ho, ho, ho.
Okay, and can you guess around how much seaweed there was?
Let's see. We started collecting it last week, and we were averaging about 10 pounds of kelp a day. So I'd say between 50 to 60 pounds.
Holy moly, that's a lot of seaweed.
You're not kidding.
Okay, that's all I need. I'll head over to McToothy's now.
Thanks so much, Henry.
Rosie and Bitsy start heading homeward, hopeful that Henry and Inspector McToothy can find the missing seaweed stockpile.
You know what's funny, Bitsy?
What?
This morning I was a nervous wreck about nothing at all. And now that there is something to worry about, I'm not worried at all.
Huh, that is weird. Why do you think that is?
I think it's because we have such good friends and families down here under the sea. Everyone legit wants to help with everything. I mean, Pickles was ready to build a custom Easter Bunny scuba suit.
Yeah, we have some pretty fantastic folks around us. Do you really think that McToothy and Henry can find the missing seaweed stockpile?
I'm not sure, but I am completely positive about one thing.
What's that?
That if they do take on the case, they will do everything in their power to solve it. That's really all anyone can ask.
That's true. You've got a good head on your fins, Rosie. I'm glad and lucky you're my bestie.
Aw, I love you too, Bitsy.
Bubbletown's first Easter is coming up fast, but things aren't going exactly as planned. The seaweed stockpile that was to be used to weave the biggest underwater Easter basket ever has gone missing. Good thing for everyone that the strong jaw of the law, Inspector McToothy, and his sidekick Henry the Crab are on the case. The mystery begins.
Henry, I've got some news for you, my boy.
Copy that. What's up, boss?
I've spoken to the Easter Bunny and Mayor Patty, and they have decided that the mystery of the missing seaweed stockpile totally falls under Bubbletown jurisdiction.
Hooray! Ever since Bitsy and Rosie told me about this, I've been itching to get swimming.
Me too. I love a good mystery. So tell me, lad, what do we know?
Okay, so according to Bree the Starfish, the last time she saw the seaweed stockpile was 7 o'clock a.m. She noticed that it was missing around 3 o'clock p.m. So that means somewhere in that 8-hour stretch, someone copped the kelp.
Were there any signs at the scene of the crime? Forced entry?
Well, it was being kept in the sunken ship, so there's nothing but signs of forced entry everywhere.
You make a great point. This may be a tough one to solve, Henry. We have no suspects, and the only thing that we know for sure is that sometime within 8 hours, someone took, how much kelp did you say?
About 50 to 60 pounds worth.
Wow! That's a Titanic-sized haul. That's entirely too much kelp to just swim away with. There's definitely something fishy about this situation.
Of course there is. We're all fish.
Well, yeah, but, oh, stop being silly.
I think that if someone were to take the seaweed stockpile, they'd have to be pretty strong and fast.
That's a good point.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I think so. Let's head over to Turbo the Dolphin and Rosie the Seahorse's place.
Ding, ding, ding! We have a winner! You read my mind, sir.
The game is afoot.
You mean a fin?
Oh, that too.
With no time to lose, Inspector McToothy and his sidekick, Henry the Crab, are on the case. They swim out to the pink shell where they find Turbo the Dolphin and Rosie the Seahorse playing around.
I'm like the fastest dolphin in the world. You're pretty quick, that's for sure. But if I could gallop like a land horse, I'd beat your tushy off in a race. That sounds like a challenge.
Hey, you two.
Hiya, Turbo. What's shaking, Rosie?
Hey there, Inspector McToothy. Hey, Henry. Are either of you up for a race? Hello, Inspector. Hola, Henry. Are you trying to solve the mystery of the missing seaweed stockpile?
Yup. Both Mayor Patty and the Easter Bunny agreed that it was under our jurisdiction.
The Easter Bunny? Now that dude is fast. But what's this about missing seaweed and stuff?
Oh, that's what we'd like to ask you, Turbo.
Yeah, you see, if someone were to nab a seaweed stockpile, they'd want to do it pretty quickly so they wouldn't be caught.
Uh-oh. You're not thinking that Turbo had anything to do with this, are you?
Right. Now everyone's suspect until we have learned exactly what's happened. We don't think anyone in particular did it, but we do have to ask everyone.
Oh, phew. For a second there, Turbo, I thought that you were headed straight to the aquarium.
Or it could be just a case of misplaced silliness. That's what we're trying to find out.
Yeah, if it's one thing that there's a lot of under the sea, it's silly. Did you see the missing seaweed stockpile, Turbo?
See it? I didn't even know that there was one. Dude, I'm like constantly racing from one spot to the other. Carrying seaweed would just slow me down.
And you at least race within the speed limit, unlike Snaps the swordfish.
Poor Pickles. I don't know how he puts up with him.
Especially with all his poking. Do all swordfish do that?
I'm not sure, but yeah, poor Pickles. Or should I say poor Pickles' butt.
He'd never be able to pin the tail on this seahorse.
Speaking of Snaps, I guess it's about time to visit that little speed demon next.
Dude, I've so been thinking about challenging him to a race. I hate to break it to you, Turbo, but dolphins like you swim about 25 miles per hour, and swordfish can move along at around 60 miles per hour.
Whoa! Is that true, Rosie? How'd you get so smart?
Simple. I pay attention in Professor Shark's class. Anyway, Snaps and Pickles are over at the orange shell.
Great, Rosie. That definitely saves us some time.
Yay! We know where we're going. That's better than not.
Yes, sir. Speaking of going, let's get.
I still think I can beat Snaps in a race. Hey, maybe one day you will. You can achieve anything that you want to if you can work hard enough.
Correct, Rosie. Now then, you two be good and stay within the speed limit. Okay, Turbo?
Vroom vroom, sir.
Let's get cooking, Chief.
To the orange shell we go.
Inspector McToothy and Henry head off to visit Snaps, the sassy swordfish, and Bubbletown's resident inventor, Pickles the tuna.
Hi, Inspector McDoothy. Hey there, Henry.
Hey, Inspector. Aloha, Henry.
Hello, boys.
Hey, gang!
Glad we could catch up with you both.
Yes, we're looking for about 60 pounds of missing seaweed. Have you seen it?
Wait, what?
You gotta love Bubbletown. There's always some kind of a mystery going on somewhere.
Yay!
Do I need to invent a seaweed finder? Be warned, that may not work right. There's seaweed all around us.
There was a stockpile of seaweed being kept at the sunken ship that Rosie and Bree were going to use to weave the world's biggest underwater Easter basket.
And it's totally disappeared. We're trying to figure out what happened to it.
This is the first that I've heard of it, so I don't really know anything. Sorry, I can't be of much help here. How about you, Snaps?
You know something? I may just know a thing or two about a thing or two.
Whoa, really? Maybe Snaps can help you break this case wide open.
Another kelp joke.
You've probably been getting them a lot lately, huh?
You don't even want to know.
Tell us what you know, Snaps. Any info is good info.
Yes, give us the download.
The info has to be downloaded? Can't he just tell us?
It's an expression, Chief.
You kids are weird.
All right, so yeah, I was just speeding around Bubbletown.
Well, within the speed limits, right?
Of course. Anyway, I saw Fizzy the pufferfish, and he was complaining about having to clean and prep like a ton of seaweed for something.
Hey, that could be a lead.
It definitely sounds like one, Henry. Thanks, Snaps. You've been a big help.
The mystery of the missing seaweed stockpile is heating up like the southern waters during late spring. McToothy and Henry head on over to Sea Urchin Cove for a visit with Fizzy the forgetful pufferfish. Remind me again, why are we visiting Fizzy? Even if he did see the missing seaweed, he'd forget the very next second. His memory's worse than Mayor Patty's.
Now, Henry, you may be right, but you should always give a person the benefit of the doubt.
You're right, Chief. Sorry about that. Everyone deserves the same amount of respect, no matter what.
Right again, Henry. You'll make a great inspector one day.
That's because I'm learning from you, Inspector.
And don't you forget it. Henry, hey, look, there's Fizzy. Let's go see him.
Hi, Detective McSharpie.
You mean Inspector McToothy?
Yeah, that's right. Sorry, my memory isn't as good as it used to be. How are you, Herbert?
My name is Henry.
Right. How's Herbert? There must be a Herbert.
Henry is fine, Fizzy. I'm sure Herbert, whomever he is okay too. Oh, we were wondering, do you know anything about a missing stockpile of seaweed? About 60 pounds worth?
You know what? That I do remember.
You do?
Where is it?
There's no way I could forget it. Now, let me just think a moment. Mayor Patty called me first thing this morning and asked me to transport the seaweed stockpile to the Bubbletown Square.
Why would he ask you to do that?
Something about Roberta and Brian weaving it into a wicker casket? Oh. Well, anyway, Mayor Patty needed it moved, so I did it.
How did you move that much seaweed all by yourself, Fizzy?
Let me think. How did I do that? Oh, I got it. I'm a bufferfish, dude. I vacuumed it all in until I was full, swam to the Bubbletown Square, spat it out, and then did that all over again until it was all done. That's why I won't forget it.
Because it was hard work?
No, because I can still taste the seaweed in my mouth. After an hour or so, it was gross. Yuck!
So the seaweed is now in the Bubbletown Square.
It is?
Well, that's what you just told us.
Oh, yeah. Yep, that's correct. Okay, guys, I gotta go. Time to decorate my place for Easter. Or was it the Fins of July? Oh, I don't know.
Thanks for the help, Fizzy, and have a happy Easter.
Let's go find Mayor Patty. I'm sure she knows something. My shark teeth are tingling.
Inspector McToothy and Henry got an unexpected lead from Fizzy the Forgetful. It sounds as if the mystery of the missing seaweed stockpile may be coming to an end.
Hi, McToothy. Hello, Henry.
Well, hey, Patty.
Greetings, Mayor!
What are you guys up to this fine day?
Mayor, did you ask Fizzy to transport a stockpile of seaweed to the Bubbletown Square?
Around 60 pounds of it?
Oh, goodness me. I did, didn't I?
So, it hasn't been stolen?
It doesn't sound like it was.
Well, is it still there, Mayor Patty?
Please say yes!
It should be.
Do you remember why you had it moved?
Yes, to make it easier for Rosie and Bree to weave the underwater Easter basket. There's more room for them to work in the Bubbletown Square than there is at the sunken ship.
You know, that makes a lot of sense.
Why didn't you tell Bree or Rosie?
Let me guess, Mayor Patty. Either you forgot or you thought that you did.
Oh, that sounds about right.
I totally spaced on that. Gee, you guys know me better than I know myself.
Well, that's why we're here, Mayor Patty. To help out and make sure everything goes swimmingly.
Hooray! Ahem. This mystery is solved! McToothy and Henry head back to Rosie and Bree to tell them where the seaweed stockpile is. The duo immediately start weaving an enormous underwater Easter basket. With the mystery solved, they head back to their HQ, but not before running into Delphi.
Well, I have to tell you, Henry, I'm really excited for Easter.
Don't you mean excited?
One more bad joke out of you, and you'll be spending the night in the aquarium.
I'm so happy!
Oh, hi there, Delphi.
Well, hello, Delphi. What are you all jazzed up about?
Have you seen the underwater Easter basket thing being made over at Bubbletown Square? It's the most beauteous thing that I've ever seen. I can't wait for it to be filled with decorations, Easter eggs, and chocolate bunnies.
We haven't seen it, but we know all about it.
Ah, yes, we had a bit of a mystery on our fins a little while ago, but thankfully, everything worked out.
Wait, you guys saved Easter?
I wouldn't go that far, but we did help to make sure that the basket was getting made as planned.
Then you two are officially my heroes of the day. Mwah!
Smooches? For me?
And for Inspector McToothy.
Well, thank you, Delphi. Very kind of you.
Smooches? For me?
You deserve them. Gotta run. It's time to make sure that all of my Easter decorations are ready. See you both later. Thanks again for all that you do.
It's nice to be appreciated, isn't it?
I've never been smooched before.
Time for you to head home, Henry.
Now that the mystery of the missing seaweed stockpile is at its end, thanks to the hard work of Inspector McToothy and Henry, our heroes head back to the sunken ship. Grandma Harriet!
Henry, it's always so good to see you, my boy.
Grandma! I've been smooched!
Hello, Harriet. Henry's a bit excited.
Hi, McToothy. Smooched, were you, dearie? Tell Grandma all about it.
Delphi called us heroes!
Oh?
Yes, we're helping to find out what happened to the missing seaweed stockpile. Turns out it was another case of Mayor Patty's wonky memory.
Some things never change. Oh,
So when Delphi found out that we were helpful in getting the underwater Easter basket made, she called Henry and I heroes.
And then she gave us smooches!
Yes, lots of smooches.
My first smooches!
It's an exciting time.
I'm a hero and I've been smooched! I'm really starting to like this deputy thingy!
Well, just you wait until you're the inspector.
wow. I'm so proud of you, Henry.
Aren't you proud of Inspector McToothy, too?
Of course I am. In fact, mwah!
Oh, okay. Now my day is officially made.
You are quite handsome, you know. And yes, you're both my heroes.
You?
Ew? What's ew?
My grandma just smooched you.
So?
Yeah? So?
That's icky! Old people smooching is icky. Like, totally icky.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like gross and stuff.
Is that so? McToothy, I'm thinking that someone is cruising for a night locked up in the aquarium.
Wait, what did I do?
I think you're right, Harriet.
Hey, wait a second!
Now, where did I put those keys?
See you in the morning, Henry.
No! Bubbletown's first Easter is a great success! The Easter Bunny brought all of Bubbletown's residents lots of candy, and a great time was had by all. The day after...
Hey, Bree. Oh, you and Rosie did a fine job weaving that Easter basket.
Thanks, McToothy. There's just one problem.
What's that, Bree?
Is there something that we can help with?
Well, now that Easter is over, someone's gotta move that massive basket out of Bubbletown Square.
Allow me to officially say with great feeling and vigor, not it!
Well, I think we're all it, Henry. When we come together, there's nothing that we cannot do.
You're right, Inspector. That's what makes having friends and family so awesome.
But it's so much work.
Would you rather spend another night in the aquarium?
Bubbletown Square, here I come!
What was that all about?
Oh, it's a long story.
There you have it. Another incredible undersea adventure. What will happen next in Bubbletown? Stick around and find out. Whatever it is, it's gonna be splish, splash, and fun. From our Fun Finned family to yours. Happy Easter!